seat.
Lord Lieutenant, High Sheriff, Commandant, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I don't need to introduce myself because my name's up there, which is good, so that cuts a good paragraph out of the front of my notes. I'm chairman of the Reserve Forces and Cadets Association for Yorkshire and the Humber, and I'll say a few words about that a moment ago. But I joined the Royal Navy 36 years ago, almost to the day. And was appointed almost immediately to HMS Collingwood, which was the Royal Navy's electrical engineering school down near Portsmouth. And at the time, we had just got married, but Leslie was still teaching up here, in fact just up the road near Bawtry, and I was on my own down in Collingwood, and the captain of the establishment said, "Robinson, you've got absolutely nothing to do in the evenings. You're going to be commanding officer of the cadet unit that we run here at Collingwood." And that was my introduction to the cadets. And I had 3 superb years as commanding officer of a naval cadet unit of about 50 or 60 cadets. And they were probably the best, my best years in uniform. I never ceased to be amazed by the achievements of those cadets. And even now, sort of 4 decades on, when I'm no longer active in uniform at all, I only wear it on evenings like this. And I just find it so rewarding to be here at evenings like this, and we hear the achievement of cadets who are still punching well above their weight and contributing in a phenomenal way to society. And it gives me really great pleasure to be chairman of an association whose principal role, or one of our principal roles, is to provide support for the cadet forces in the region. We employ the permanent staff, we provide all the bricks and mortar, buildings like this, around the county for the cadets so they can do their business. All the cadet forces in the region are flourishing, and despite what at the moment are fairly severe financial constraints. And they are all making a significant contribution to spreading the ethos of good citizenship amongst the youth of today, often in some very, very difficult locations. We've just come to the end of a 2-year period in which the MOD has conducted a root and branch review of the uniformed cadet forces, the contribution to society, and the way forward. Really positive news coming out of that, a large expansion, a planned large expansion in the number of cadet units, cadet detachments throughout the whole country. The findings highlight the essential role that the cadets play, not necessarily just for the uniformed services, because of course a number do join up after the cadet force, but more importantly in preparing tens of thousands of young adults for their place in society. And indeed, a disproportionately large number of those move very swiftly to leadership in society. I think the support that we've got from that, the outcome of that review, is really, really positive, and the future for the cadet forces looks secure, I think, for many, many years to come. Again, thank you all for being here tonight, especially to the Lord Lieutenant for giving up your time to come and join us tonight. I'd particularly like to thank the county ACF for arranging tonight. But most importantly, thank you all for being here to celebrate the achievements of 3 very, very successful cadets, more of which we'll hear in a moment or two. I'll shut up now, we'll get on with the main bit of the evening, but once again, thank you very much, everybody, for being here tonight. Thank you.
Without further ado then, let's meet the Lord Lieutenant Cadets for 2012. And the first cadet, Leading Cadet Joseph Thornhill. Company Sergeant Major Charlotte Hill. Flight Sergeant Dean Richardson. Right then, what are the Cadet Forces? We're amongst Britain's oldest youth organisations. We provide an opportunity for 13 to 18-year-olds to undertake challenging activities and gain qualifications. More you'll see when the cadets give their talk. There's 8,000 cadet officers and instructors in the Yorkshire and Humber region. They are sponsored by the Armed Forces, but not directly aimed at recruiting for them. What we find is a lot of the cadets join because they want to join the forces, so it's a double-edged sword really. In the Yorkshire and Humber then, there's 21 training ships for the Sea Cadet Corps, 99 Army Cadet Force detachments, and 60 Air Training Corps squadrons. So lots of opportunity for the youth out there to get involved. How do we select our Lord Lieutenant Cadets then? They're selected from the Sea, Army and Air Cadet Forces from South Yorkshire, complete their training programme and make a significant contribution to the life of their local community. They attend with the Lord Lieutenant at civic and military occasions and thus gain an insight into public services as an adult. I'm now going to ask Leading Cadet Joseph Thornhill to give his presentation. Joseph.
Lord Lieutenant, ladies and gentlemen, I am Leading Cadet Joseph Thornhill from Sheffield Sea Cadets. I joined Cadets in September 2008 because two of my friends went and asked me to go down. A month before, I saw the Sea Cadets on a Remembrance Day parade in Sheffield City Centre. This is a photo of me on my first parade in Sheffield City Centre the following year. It gave me a very confidence boost, and it was my first appearance in the public eye in Sea Cadet uniform and made me proud of what I was doing. My first course was a district boating weekend at Doncaster unit, where I did powerboating level 1. This was a huge eye-opener for me, as it made me realise what I could achieve in the Sea Cadets. It has also motivated me to go on and do week courses at area and national level. The photo on the left is me at a Sea Cadet Training Centre, Caledonia in Scotland, where I was on my cadet drill instructor course. This is one of the hardest courses I have done in the Sea Cadets, and is full of uniform, hard work and so much drill. There were 7 other people on my course, and by going on this course it made me realise how important teamwork actually is and what we could achieve if we worked as a team. Without each other's support we wouldn't have got a 100% pass rate on the course. The other picture was on HMS Bristol in the Easter of 2009. I did sailing, and after a full week of taking part in the sport I began to enjoy it. Sailing has been a big part of my time in cadets. I didn't have a natural talent, to put it politely, but after a lot of hard work and perseverance I went on to go through all my levels, get 2 modules and my assistant sailing instructor. This Saturday I'm going to Pugness Country Park in Wakefield to do my pre-entry sailing instructor assessment. This is the first of 2 stages to achieve my dinghy instructor. I enjoyed the sport so much I now volunteer at Rother Valley Country Park to gain experience as an instructor. This photo is of me teaching some cadets how to sail a performance stinger, the Laser 2000, at Thrapston Boat Station near Kettering one day in the 6-week holidays. I progressed through cadets very quickly. I was an able cadet in 11 months of joining. This was because I had a full attendance and attended all parade nights and went on almost every course there was to offer. I would not have been able to do this if I did not enjoy being there. As a cadet, I've taken part in various competitions including drill, piping, shooting, expedition training and rowing. I did better in some than others. Like piping, I came first 3 years in a row. Shooting, I didn't do so well at. But as a district, we enjoy meeting up with other cadets from other units and having a good time. This is a photo of me on HMS Illustrious on a district camp in Scotland. This gave me a very good experience as we got a tour of the ship. This trip also gave me an insight into what the Royal Navy does and gave me ideas about what I want to do in the future. I am currently doing my Silver Award, my Duke of Edinburgh Award, with 3 out of my 4 sections being in Cadets. I chose to do drill as skill, my sailing as physical, and Cadets as volunteering. Duke of Edinburgh is a highlight of my time in Cadets because you get to know the people you are with so well and have such a good time together. I finished my bronze in December 2011. It was a huge achievement for me because I put so much effort and time into my sections. Once I finished the bronze award, I wanted to go on and do my silver. This photo on top is me on my practice expedition, confused about where to go next. And the one below is our group once we got to the campsite. It was a 2-day and 1-night expedition walking around the Peak District. As a Sea Cadet, I am lucky because at TS Sheffield we have our own Royal Marine Cadet detachment as part of our unit, who we can cross-train with. I went on my first Royal Marine Cadet camp last Easter. I was very nervous as I had never done this before. By the end of the week, I passed my basic fieldcraft and enjoyed it so much I went back on summer camp. This was my first time in a rifle troop. I thoroughly enjoyed the week because it gave me a lot more insight to what Marine Cadets actually do. I hope to continue going on Royal Marine Cadet camps as it is something different to do. On the photo is me being the only Sea Cadet in the blue uniform where the arrow's pointing. In the not too distant future, I aspire to become a petty officer cadet, hopefully by the end of this weekend. It will be the highest rank I can get to in cadet, so it will be a huge achievement for me. I also want to become a dinghy instructor. The course will be in October, depending if I pass on Saturday. I want to continue to develop my leadership skills and continue to better myself as a cadet and pass on my knowledge to other cadets in the classroom and on the water. In the long term, I want to go on and get a teaching degree in physical education and then join the Royal Navy as a direct entry officer. Lord Lieutenant, I would like to thank you for appointing me as your Lord Lieutenant's Cadet, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the coming year. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Lieutenant, that concludes my presentation.
Sergeant Major Charlotte Hill.
Lord Lieutenant, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Company Sergeant Major Charlotte Hill. I joined the Army Cadet Force in September 2007 at Doncaster Detachment, Humberside and South Yorkshire. I am currently in my 2nd year of 6th form at Dagenham Academy studying sports science and sociology. In the future, I would like to attend university to study physiotherapy. In the photos on the screen, the first one is me getting presented on the Senior Cadet Instructor course, having completed it. The centre one is just some things that we do out in the field after we'd pitched up. Some sporting events, and then when we went to visit the Royal Dragoon Guards at Catterick, we got to go in the simulators and get a feel for the regiment. The reason I joined the cadets was down to my uncle. He suggested it would boost my confidence and fitness. I attended my first camp at Ripon in February 2008. Like any 13-year-old, I was nervous and worried, as I didn't know what to expect, as it was being my first time away from home alone. However, the adult instructors helped me all the way through it by encouraging me and allowing the camp to be thoroughly enjoyed. The adult instructors have guided me all the way through my cadet career by assisting me when needed in training, as well as boosting my confidence and communication skills, especially Lieutenant Jones and Sergeant Toseland, as they were always there to push me to my limits and slightly beyond, helping me achieve the most out of a situation. The Cadet Force has given me life skills which benefit me outside of cadets and in the education system. Some of these skills are my self-discipline, being punctual to lessons and meeting deadlines. Cadet Force has also given me a sense of leadership and independence. This will benefit me in the education and work environment. Cadet Force has taught me real-life skills such as first aid. This benefits me as well as the community, as I am qualified and confident at giving first aid to others without worry. I have taken part in many first aid competitions, qualifying for regionals twice, achieving bronze. I have taken part in a civilian competition also. My time in cadets has allowed me to compete in orienteering and tug of war, where I took both of these to national level, achieving gold for orienteering and 5th place for tug of war. Before cadets, these opportunities wouldn't have arose. The many sporting events have developed my confidence, fitness and teamwork ability. National tug of war taught me that teamwork is an essential skill in everything you do. It also taught me that when things get hard, you have to keep trying and pushing yourself. The first sporting event I attended was regional swimming. This gave me the motivation and drive to challenge myself to compete in new sports. These included hockey, swimming, 800 metre to run, orienteering and tug of war. I thoroughly enjoy the opportunity to participate in the adventurous training packages on annual camps. The adults on each stand have always inspired me and motivated me to try and achieve new goals. Some of the activities I have participated in were clay pigeon shooting, archery, kayaking, canoeing and mountain biking. I have done many courses over my time, these being the Cadet Leadership course, Drill Carder, Senior Cadet Instructor course and Cross Flags. These courses have expanded my knowledge on subjects with radios, instructing and drill. This is the Cadet Leadership course at Frimley Park. This developed myself as a person, as it improved my confidence greatly, as well as my teamwork ability, and taught me how to fully instruct. Cadet Force has introduced me to some of my best friends, as well as we all have something in common and spend a lot of time together on camps. The courses are much more fun when with friends. The courses I have attended have allowed me to gain friends from all around the country. Cadet Force has given me inspiration to achieve success in everything I do. It's taught me to push for the top, even in school. It has developed my citizenship qualities. As a person, I am more confident, I will talk to more people, I'll help people out. It's taught me new skills through progressive and challenging training, these being drill, radios, instructing, fieldcraft and first aid. It has taught me intense and motivational leadership skills which can do nothing but benefit me in later life. It's helped turn me from a young girl into a young woman. My next aim in cadets is to gain promotion to the Cadet RSM. This is the highest you can get to in the Army Cadet Force. I'd like to achieve my Master Cadet status following the Cadet Leadership course I attended at Frimley Park. This is the highest star level that you can reach. I'd like to lead the winning Colts Canter team. This is a march and shoot competition across the brigade. I'd like to complete my Gold Duke of Edinburgh's award, as it will also help me get into university, and it's something else that I've got. I'd like to put back into the ACF as much as I have gained from the organisation, but I couldn't have gained all this knowledge without the instructors. They'll help me guide young people to become young adults, being in the Cadet Force and outside of the Cadet Force. Lord Lieutenant, I'd like to thank you for appointing me as your Lord Lieutenant's Cadet. I look forward to working with you over the next year. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my presentation.
Flight Sergeant Richardson.
So, Lord Lieutenant, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Cadet Flight Sergeant Dean Richardson, and this is a small presentation about myself and some experience that I've had in the cadets. So I went to school at Trinity Academy in Thorn. I've just recently left the sixth form, but when I was in the sixth form I studied A-level business, ICT and media. I also attained some qualifications throughout the cadets, such as BTEC in public services and BTEC in aviation studies. I'm currently working in engineering in the small town of Hatfield, and for the future I plan on starting my private pilot's licence in the summer. I also hope to become a commercial pilot. So why pilot? When I was younger I dreamt of becoming a pilot, so this was first started off by me seeing a tornado fast jet fly over my house at low level, and from that point on I knew I wanted a career in aviation. So as I approached the age of 13 I decided to join the cadets, and at 13 and a half I joined 750 Thorn Squadron. 750 Thorn Squadron is a small squadron in the town of Thorn. It's a fantastic squadron to be at, and it has some interesting cadets and some very committed staff members. At Thorn I visited, seen and tried many new experiences which I could not have done without Cadet Forces. The pictures on the screen are some of the examples of what I've done. So the two on the left are the two parades I attended. The one in the middle and the top right is at my flying squadron, and the one on the bottom is a presentation which was given to 750 Squadron. So as a cadet I visited several RAF stations, but there are two that stick out in my mind distinctively when I was a younger cadet. The first one was RAF Cottesmore, which I went to in August 2007. This was the first operational base I visited and housed the Harrier GR7. There I learnt a great deal about the RAF and the cadets. I also took part in many different leadership activities, which meant working as a team to achieve an objective, and I also went flying, shooting and took part in fieldcraft activities. The second RAF station I went to was Wellington in October 2007. This allowed me to see the RAF in a different role, its reconnaissance role, with the E3 Sentry being based there. Again, there I learned a great deal about the RAF and the cadets, and met some new people while I was there. In my later years, I joined 642 Volunteer Gliding Squadron. 642 BGS is based at RAF Linton-on-News, which is close to here, and flies the Grub 109B Vigilant, which is the aircraft on the screen. So myself at the BGS. I started at 642 on my gliding scholarship in February 2010. After that I was invited to become a flight staff cadet. As a flight staff cadet, I get involved in ground duties there, such as refuels, cleaning the aeroplanes, strapping in cadets when they're going to fly, and preparing some of the necessary paperwork that is needed in the morning and after to fly the aircraft. Along with performing ground duties, I'm also given the privilege to fly the aircraft and learn to fly properly, and also to become an instructor on the aircraft. I've recently become Senior Flight Staff Cadet. I'm also a B2 category instructor now and hold just over 200 flying hours on the aeroplane. These are some of the pictures I've taken over my two and a half years there, and the one labelled 8,000 feet was taken on my 200th hour by my student, of course. So what I've learned from the Air Training Corps. So I've learnt to communicate effectively within a team. I've also learnt to become an effective leader within the team in order to achieve an objective. I've also learnt what commitment is within a team and within an organisation. I've also learned camaraderie and friendship within a team, and also learned skills of life which has developed me into the person I am today. So my final objectives in the year I have left in cadets. So I hope to be promoted to Cadet 1 Officer, which is the highest rank as an NCO. I also hope to achieve 300 hours before my cadet time expires, so only 94 left to go. I also hope to pass on some of my experience to younger cadets so they may also gain as much as I have done from cadets, if not more, and to aid younger cadets in becoming responsible role models within the cadets. I'd just like to thank you, Lord Lieutenant, for selecting me as a Lord Lieutenant's cadet, and look forward to working with you next year. This concludes my presentation.
join us at the front, please. Please now on to the presentation to the Lord Lieutenant's Cadets. Leading Cadet Joseph Thornhill. Joseph has been a member of the Sheffield Sea Cadets for 4 years. He was promoted to Leading Cadet in November 2011. He's awaiting his board for promotion to Petty Officer Cadet. He is always willing to give more to the cadet movement and keen to pass on his knowledge to the other cadets, often mentoring the younger ones to achieve results for themselves. Always smart and courteous, he's a leader and through his natural enthusiasm carries people with him. In the community, Joseph is working towards his Silver Duke Veteran Award, having already achieved his bronze. He attends charitable fundraising events within the Doncaster and Rotherham areas and assists fundraising for Help the Heroes and the Royal British Legion. He's presently in full-time education at Newfield School, Sheffield. Leading Cadet Thornhill is highly motivated and carries out his duties with enthusiasm and zeal. He's an outstanding example to his peers and subordinates with the Sea Cadets. Sir, Leading Seaman Cadet Joseph Thornhill. Cadet Company Sergeant Major Charlotte Hill. Charlotte has been a member of Doncaster Detachment for 5 years. She's an excellent role model for all her cadets and in their instruction where her approach to discipline is exemplary. In the Senior Cadet Instructors Cadre, she gained an impressive report and in addition has been responsible for junior NCO training, which has been a great help to the detachment commander. She is an integral member of the detachment and company, regularly participating in parades and public appearances. On training weekends, her enjoyment is evident to all, as her instruction is second to none. She is keen and enthusiastic and keeps morale high with determination to achieve goals. In the community, Charlotte is working towards Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award, having achieved Silver Award, and is active in fundraising, in particular for Help the Heroes. She's currently a pupil at Dagenham Academy. Cadet Company Sergeant Major Hill is an outstanding cadet and an asset to Humberside and South Yorkshire Army Cadet Force. Sir, Cadet Sergeant Major Charlotte Hill. Cadet Flight Sergeant Dean Richardson. Dean has been a member of 750 Thorn Squadron for 5 years. He became an instructor cadet in 2011 and does his utmost to help junior cadets. He's always keen that they achieve their full potential by quietly and effectively ensuring that everyone is pulling in the same direction. Having completed his gliding scholarship in 2010, he has spent many weekends at 642 Volunteer Gliding Squadron as a staff cadet and has now passed his advanced glider training, earning his glider wings and completed a week's course at RAF Stirruton and RAF Cranwell to become a C category instructor, so he can instruct cadets to do solo standard. Dean has also achieved representative standards in various sports. In the community, Dean is working towards Silver Duke of Edinburgh Award and has already completed bronze. He assists with fundraising for the Poppy Field, Thorn Summer School, Psych House Show, and also helps at the local primary school, and with maintenance work for a local charity. He's attended parades for Remembrance Day, Armed Forces Day, and Battle of Britain. A pupil at Trinity Academy, Thorn, Dean ultimately would like to become a commercial pilot. Cadet Flight Sergeant Richardson is a smart, well-mannered cadet who is a credit to the squadron. He's an excellent ambassador who shows the best of the air cadets from South Yorkshire. Sir, Cadet Flight Sergeant Dean Richardson.